It's Tuesday, the 12th of July. Welcome to another great episode of Korea News Express. And I'm your host, Dahi Jung. I've once again brought 3 new updates on Korea for this week. Before getting into it, shall we take a look at the topics first? Korea's first homegrown vaccine against COVID-19 approved. Korean wave popular in the United Kingdom. Korean language courses in great demand around the world. Then, let's get through this week's Korea News Express. Here's the first issue. Korea's first homegrown vaccine against COVID-19 has received official approval in the country. SK Bioscience's SKY-COVID-1 vaccine appeared to be more effective in building immunity against infections than what was broadly used before. Plus, according to Time, protein vaccines like SKY-COVID-1 could appeal to people who are hesitant to use vaccines developed with newer technologies. Not only that, unlike some of the existing COVID-19 vaccines that required ultra-low temperature facilities, SKY-COVID-1 can be distributed and stored long-term at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. SK Bioscience is pushing to register the vaccine on the World Health Organization's emergency use listing to allow its efficient use even in mid to less developed countries that lack adequate equipment to maintain ultra-low temperatures. This makes Korea just the 3rd country to produce its vaccine against and treatment for the coronavirus after the US and the UK. Moving on to the next one. According to the 2021 study on ripple effects of Hallyu, the Hallyu index in the United Kingdom rose from little interest to spreading last year. Let's find out what kind of Hallyu boom is taking place in the UK. Korean food, a representative of the Korean wave, is gaining huge popularity in the UK as well. A British newspaper, iNews, reported that kimchi has drawn attention as interest in healthy lifestyles and traditional recipes has increased in the UK. In addition, not only was a Korean food workshop held at Westminster Kingsway College, but also the London campus of Le Cordon Bleu included Korean temple food in plant-based culinary arts. It seems that the opportunity to experience Korean food has increased in the UK. On the other hand, the Victoria and Albert Museum of London will hold Hallyu, the Korean Wave exhibition. The exhibition is expected to be the first exhibition of its kind to showcase the colorful and dynamic popular culture of Korea and how the Korean wave began to get recognition. And here's the final story. Oxford English Dictionary has added 26 Korean words including hanbo, 대박, and mukbang. As such, foreigners' interest in the Korean language is increasing. So far, Korean is a subject for college entrance exams in 8 countries. Now, Hong Kong is to include Korean in university entrance exams from 2025 amid the K-culture boom. The Korean language boom can also be found in India. In line with the demand for skills in the Korean language among the younger generation in India, universities are to run credit-based add-on certificate courses. Meanwhile, the number of King Sejong institutes, which provide Korean language education throughout the world, increased to 244 in 84 countries worldwide this year. In addition, the Seoul Metropolitan Government and King Sejong Institute will offer free online courses for those worldwide who wish to learn Korean by running the online Sejong Institute. That wraps it up for this week's Korea News Express. Today's last news was about the Korean language boom. Are you guys familiar with the difference between Korean and Hangul? The language used by Koreans is Korean, and Hangul is the writing system. And the National Hangul Museum will host this year's Hangul I Met photography contest until August 15th. The theme of this year's event is Hangul in your daily life. Entries are open to any photo taken this year showing Hangul in everyday life. For those interested in Hangul, how about giving it a try? Once again, I'm Dahi Jung. I'll see you next week. Keep it here on Korea News Express.